dumbass. Oh yeah, another private photo or something where I was joking on. So that tells me that somebody like goes to shadows or whatnot, or somebody that was on my Facebook got a photo of me there because is our old house. Like that that's not you ain't gonna you ain't gonna find that. They take any time that I make a stupid face or am joking around or anytime they take that, oh, there's Bambi, you know. Huh. I know how long it's and a lot of them are just repeats. Yeah, we've done repeated them now. But this is what he made. Well, actually, he really didn't put that much time into it because it's literally a page and then a bunch of links that link off to other like YouTube stuff and whatnot. Yeah. See, but I'm trying to do the work that I'm doing, and I'm trying to find another job and everything. So it me that I have taken the time to consult with an attorney about AD or the others or anything like. Which I mean, I have at the same time, but at the same time, I haven't been able to put as enough attention that I probably should put into it. What is? That's all I've ever said too. Is I don't want to have to take legal action against people, but I will. I mean, I didn't say, bitch, I'm going to take legal action against you. You know, I tried to be, you know, at least somewhat respectful. See this guy? What justice? They don't. You keep using those people's names for your own sick agenda. Ain't no what justice for what? Yeah, I'll chew and I'll chew loud if I want to, and you'll fucking either get over it or stop fucking watching. Now, won't you? They think because a lot of them ain't been fucking, you know. exposed that it's just bullshit, dude. Like, I am a mental wreck. Like, before all this stuff happened, people don't realize, but I got rid of my car at the same time that happened was when I started getting on YouTube to do this because I was stuck more at home. All right, maybe I got into a bad habit, bad pattern. But here's the thing: you don't like. It's wild that people think, that I need to get off when I just read that charge of coercion. That's the same thing they've done with me. Like, we're gonna keep messing with you as long, but they've said that before, and then they've also said it don't matter what happens. They said if you'll go make another YouTube account and somebody will find you, or you'll get paranoid and be like, y'all are trolling me for the work you are, and then they're gonna look us up. Like, man, I don't think so. Let's listen up from Dagburn.
Play a little music. What? We're gonna get this song real.
Getting past the music part.
You know how they make fun of me, right? Mr. Truck, Mr. Truck has filed charges on PBR. This has been out there. This has been out there. People are talking about it. But you wonder why the old truck, ain't put up the picture of him going to jail, his mugshot, like he does everybody else, like he does me and shit.
Oh, he's
He's
wait.
charged. He got
He's
PBR charged with
they're.
the
Oh
same
no, they're gonna wait till it's over with, and hopefully that he, and then they're gonna post it.
shit that he does to me. So this pussy, Rusty Truck, went and filed charges on PBR, doing some pussy ass shit. Who done it first?
I believe it was Power Stroke tried to get a EPO on PBR, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and they made sure to leak that court footage.
Rusty's son did, didn't he? After a year of attacking and stalking PBR and the shit that they was doing to PBR, they're now using the court, to fuck with this guy's life. That's bitch shit. You call me a rat? That's rat shit. Don't call me a guy. Don't call me a rat anymore. Don't talk shit about me anymore. Because you sit there and you have filed charges on somebody for the same shit that you do to me every time you go live. You and your son both. You and your son both. How fucked up is that, y'all? They sit here and they cry and they cry and cry and cry when I say, hey, I'm gonna file a lawsuit on you people, or I'm gonna file charges on you people for the shit. Y'all are doing, because it's fucked up, right?
Yeah, just like AD saying, "Oh yeah, fuck a EPO, you faggot. EPO, yeah, fuck a restraining order. I'll barrel roll to your house and fuck you up." Yeah, yeah.
Well, they're out here doing it. They're out here filing charges on people.
That's what AD said to me.
You're a fucked up individual,
Straight up, that's what he said to me.
is what you are. Period. Point blank. You're fucked up. There's another thing I found out. So Rusty is getting pulled into an investigation that's happening. Yeah. Yeah. Now, we wondered why he was so mad that night, and he was drinking, and he was all drunked up, and Rich had to keep him straight on the live stream when he was fucking flipping the fuck out and shit. You remember that live stream? Y'all remember that, the drunk live stream that I posted? Y'all remember that? Maybe I should show it to y'all. Maybe I should pull it up here. Let me pull it up here. Never mind. I'll just pull it up here. Or, let's see here. Hang on. Let me make it big screen. Kissing the mic. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's true.
Motherfucker walks around in their ears. I don't want to offend them. I'm mindful enough to say, hey, look, if I'm going to chew this ice from this cup, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I try to be mindful of that.
Mindful.
Because I respect people listening.
I respect the people.
I don't want to harm.
Harm.
I don't want to
Get it out there.
offend them.
Hawk it
I
up.
don't want
Hawk
to
to
be
it.
fucking rude.
Hawk to it.
That motherfucker, okay?
Hey, he put the hawk to it in that shit. Hawk to it.
With layers of his face drooping over his neck.
Now, this is him talking about Johnny Cashville, like fucking talking about Johnny Cashville like a fucking dog. A fucking dog.
Okay?
Now he kisses his ass. He kisses his ass. Now he does. Because he's seen him with in a picture with Kurt and a picture with Ryan Upchurch. And they got mad about that shit. Shit, let me tell you something. They're kissing his ass, son. They're kissing his ass. But behind the scenes, they're talking about him like a dog. Talking about him like a dog, just like they do Kurt. They tried to get Kurt poured in some bullshit because I posted some fucking messages. Done it on purpose to troll these bitch asses. And look, they groups are falling apart, yo. They're falling apart.
No.
I ain't even been watching your fucking channel, bro. Comments are, he said if he was an alligator, he could look up, he'd look out of the water and under the water at the same time. That's how fucked up this dude's eyes are. God, listen to this guy.
They don't fucking care.
God, there was milk spewing everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Get your gallon jugs ready, folks. Get your gallon jugs ready.
They stuffing shit in your face in front of an orifice that takes in sound. This broadcast.
A microphone ain't an orifice.
I feel like I'm fucked either way here.
I'm giving fucking drinking and driving, allegedly. You motherfuckers are bitches. Bottom line, bitches. You're going to continue to be bitches. Is what you're going to be. All the time, bitches. So these people are, this is the shit they're doing. Now they're using the court. It's went outside of YouTube and they're using court to attack these people, which is pussy shit. I said that at the beginning whenever Higher Push tried to get that EPO on PBR. I said, man, yeah, that's pussy ass shit. That's pussy ass shit. Now it's different if you got people like I was dealing with driving past your house, starting narratives that ain't true. Someone that I used to be with, you know what I'm saying? The one that called me a pedo and then retracted her statement, all that shit. You know what I mean? These people have been calling PBR a pedo for years. For years, they've been calling PBR pedo. Now, motherfucker, you want to go file charges on somebody when you been the problem, you all been the issue? That's fucked up shit. And I will stand in court and be a witness to anything you motherfuckers have done.
I would too, needed, but I don't
Just saying.
think you need me.
Just saying. I've got proof of everything you've been doing. Well, how would the court like that?
Like, does he not have the freedom to make an entertainment website? Apparently not. You know, I don't know.
To show them what you've been doing to me.
Although I don't agree with the website. I'm not saying. I just don't agree with, because I know these people started the shit first. But, you know, I know how it went. Or he criticized Ryan, so then they started shit with him, you know.
The same thing you charge PBR with, you've been doing to me. That's why you ain't been talking about PBR. That's why you ain't been talking about PBR. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Pussy ass shit. Like I said, this live ain't gonna be long, y'all. I just had to jump on here and speak on this for a minute because there's nobody speaking on it. Just like books for Moses.
Mm.
Books.
Prayers for our brother Books, man. Prayers.
These people went as far as fucking with the dude's mental health to where he flipped the fuck out on 911 and was pissed off because 911 wouldn't do nothing for him to help him.
No, I don't. When you bring up internet or YouTube, it's like these older people, these dispatch and police, like their mind just goes like, well, that's cyberspace. That's the Wild West. Well, apparently it's not. PBR got charged.
And y'all are sitting here laughing at this dude because he's in jail. Do you understand that alcoholics withdraw, and it's the worst withdrawal that a person could ever go through? And these people are laughing because he has to withdraw. People die from withdrawal.
Luckily, I think he's going to be through the worst of it by now. But problem is, he's going to have pause. He's going to have post acute withdrawal syndrome. You know.
Alcohol. Don't you remember the short where you said King Kong ain't got shit on Dagburn? That was legendary. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, hashtag free books.
Free books hashtag.
Books has said some shit because y'all have pushed him to say some shit.
Yeah, that's what they do. Provoke, wait for reaction, then play victim. In that fucking order.
Said some things wrong, but it's been words. It's been
And
words.
I thought words ain't supposed to hurt you. I thought it's all just for hee-hees and ha-has.
He went outside of YouTube and done shit.
I mean, hell, they've only depicted me fucking hanging the damn St. Louis Arch and from, another play. I mean, they've only talked about fucking coming and beating me and filming it and fucking wanting to do weird things with some of my orifices. I mean, really fucking weird shit. Just nasty.
But you all have.
Talked
Y'all have. Y'all fucked.
about fucking saying Rocco needs to be put down. And no, I don't give a fuck about Rocco because of the way he did us, but still, I'm just saying. I'm just illustrating their fucked up shit. Making fun of Miss Dana and her sweet girl, her sweet baby. That's why fucking Paula, you got called out. You got called out because they didn't appreciate the fact that you fucking making them look some type of way. Since you'll just willy nilly draw a picture of don't you understand, Paula? You're supposed to let Filthy do that stuff. He's the one that's anonymous, not you. You know, like no, you didn't think about that. And then this woman, and then so somebody's watching their shit or whatever in another place, and she gonna say, "You might want to talk to that. That's their cow. Has been for 2 years now." So you're okay with slavery, huh? That's why we've reached out again, and yeah, I say we, meaning more than one. We've reached out again about her ability to practice his mental health because that's gotta. I mean that needs to go. I mean, in my opinion, it does. But that'll be up for the state board. So we'll just see.
Fucked with his mail. Y'all done some bullshit, fucked up, fuck boy shit. That's what y'all like doing. And then you play victim when it gets done to you. Don't you, Ratchet?
Didn't I just say the same thing?
Don't you, Parapuss? Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Gary? How you doing?
Dagburn.
Yeah, let's all pray for Books, man, because it's hard telling what he's going through right now.
Man,
Because I
We
know,
ain't got no idea,
I know withdrawal, and I know how bad it is.
man.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, for my enemy to go through withdrawal. cholesterol. That's the worst thing a person can go through. And y'all sitting here laughing about the boy having to go through it. It's fucked
I
up.
don't give a fuck.
It's fucked up. It really is. There's another guy on here making videos that I don't pay attention to no more. Somebody told me today, said, Johnny, you better record that video. And I was like, yeah, I downloaded it and put it on a flash drive. Somebody saying that they're reaching out to my daughter and shit. You know what I mean? You know, it's against the law, right? Trying to use my daughter. Yeah. Y'all are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Y'all have made yourself look stupid with this whole fucking thing with my daughter's mom's son. Y'all made yourself look ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about it, and I love sitting back and watching it. I'm watching everybody sit and say, you motherfuckers are fucked up for doing that type of shit. They was hoping that it had happened.
Yeah.
They was hoping that
They
it had
wanted it-
happened, that sexual assault had happened to that boy so they could rub it in people's faces, try to rub it in somebody's face
Yep.
for their satisfaction.
Or
They was begging
hell,
for it to be.
they was hoping just the idea was planted enough to where the person believed it and would present it as such. Hell, even if it didn't happen, they would have loved to use that.
True. How fucked up is that?
This is the same, and these came from the same people, like Creeper, fucking going and saying, "Oh, what's her face shouted you out? Are you working with her in the Backstreet Square?" And then what happened? Fucking Sly of all people, Sly, fucking gets a message from the person, which means they talk to them. But you're not getting on to them for being a friend of a pedo supporter, you know, and all that. But you're getting on to me for shit that was confirmed not to be true. Wow. That's a whole fucking other backflip of logic.
These are the same people that glorified a guy smoking methamphetamine on a live stream with a child in his arms, you all.
These are people that fucking sat there and fucking reacted to and talked about, you know, and did stuff and had people they trolled once that now they're, you know, minions of them people. They had them react to shit that, can you just imagine if somebody had done that over here, like whether it was me or Books or something or another? Oh, they'd be screaming bloody murder. Oh, what a weirdo. Oh, this and that. Oh, how are you going to say that about a woman? Oh, this, that. But they don't mind letting it happen to Bird.
Glorified.
Hypocrites.
That's what these people are. They're pathetic. Just like Marla said, they're pathetic. They're sickos. They ain't like us. Bird, they're not like us. Gene, they're not like us. Tyrone, they're not like us. They're not like us. Deerfield, they're not like us. Native Floridian, Beachside Redneck, Nevada, Adrian, they're not like us. Marla, Gary, Larissa, they're not right. Austin, they're not like us. They're not like us. They're going to continue to say that we're the vile ones, but they push us to the point where we are vile, and then try to say, point fingers and say, yeah, he's crazy or she's crazy. That's what they do. That's what they do. Ain't nobody got me pumped up, bro. I'm just bringing up some facts. Nobody's pumped up here. I'm just bringing some facts to y'all. Ain't nobody upset, nothing. I just think it's fucked up. Yeah, they are on the other side of the fence for sure. Speaking truth, Johnny. Steven, yes, they're nothing like us, bub. They're nothing like you either, bro. Max. And Toothless Wonder's dumbass saying he never called you. Yeah, he called word. I heard him say that. I heard Toothless Wonder say that. Did y'all hear this though? Let me play this. Let me play this for y'all. Hang on. Y'all don't go nowhere now. So they was so adamant on it being true that I was a diddler, right? Had it in his name, had pictures of it, and all kinds of shit, and basically insinuating that I was a child diddler, right? So this guy would rather it be true, wanted it to be true so bad that he didn't want to take a loss from Dagburn. He wanted to take a win. He wanted it to be a win. Now let's watch this. Let's watch this shit. Now y'all listen.
I bet y'all didn't catch this shit right here. I bet you didn't catch this shit right here. I want you to
Listen to Toothless Wonder.
listen well. These people weren't worried about that kid's story. They was worried about getting a win on somebody. A competition. They think using a kid and his story is a competition. Listen.
Gonna feel better getting it out, whether it takes him.
Now you look at the name on there. What's it say? Rapper Kid Diddy. Is that or is that not calling somebody a diddler?
That's
Is it or is it not?
that's
You did call me that.
that's
Why you backpedaling now?
It's implying
You got
it
so upset your fucking tits was
heavily.
squirting milk for fucking 30 minutes on a live stream. Little me had you apologizing, bro.
Oh shit!
Like a little bitch.
Oh,
All you are bitches.
30 minutes or 6 months. He's gonna feel better getting it out instead of keeping it bottled in.
And I hope he does that.
Not to let anybody
like your milk.
keep him from doing it if that's what he wants to do.
Nobody keep him from doing it.
Look
Because
at
if that's what he wants to do. Now listen. Listen.
Because that's going to be a win for them and a loss. You know, if he's really truly wanting to.
Oh, he jumped off that real quick. Did you hear how he fucking switched it up real quick? He knew he fucked up when that shit was coming out of his mouth. He knew it.
I bet y'all
Go.
didn't catch this shit right here.
Let's play it again. Now listen.
I bet you didn't catch this shit right here. I want you to listen. Listen well. These people weren't worried about that kid's story. They was worried about getting a win on somebody. A competition. They think using a kid and his story is a competition. Listen.
Going to feel better getting it out, whether it takes him 30 minutes or 6 months. He's going to feel better getting it out instead of keeping it bottled in.
And I hope he does that.
Not to let anybody keep him from doing it if that's what he wants to do, because that's going to be a win for them and a loss. You know,
A loss for you, right? And a loss for you, right? Exactly. Exactly. You have to deal with some bullshit like that. You know, they're cut from a different cloth, honey. They cannot relate to real shit. Exactly. Exactly. You're right, Austin. Austin does music. Milk is on the way. That's right. That's right, Adrian. I showed a picture of Toothless Wonder to my dad's. Even said he looked like a fucking weirdo. He is a weirdo, bruh. He is a weirdo. His own people even calls him a weirdo. What the fuck? Have you asked yourself why they are doing this now? Connect the dots. Have you asked yourself why they are doing this now? Connect. Red Fox. I don't know. I don't know. Like they're trying their best for this to be a competition, is what they're doing. It's the only thing it could be. I don't know. Tennessee Accountability, what's up? He still believes it. He is still holding on, hoping it's true. He is an right. Yeah, pure idiot, Max. Pure idiot. But like I said, folks, y'all have a good evening. I just want to go live for a minute and explain to you all about this situation with PBR. It's fucked up. Bunch of pussies for doing that shit. Y'all are pussies for doing that shit. For real. Is that what we're going to do now? Is that what we're going to do now? Oh, and I wanted to set something straight real quick. Tater, when he called that boy, he talked nice to that boy. There was no threats made. There was no in the comments Tater saying that he threatened him. Nothing like that. That's an excuse they are using to save their ass. Is it? So y'all have a good evening now.
All right. Let's check out Miss Boyd. Just 1 second, y'all. I'll be back to the comments just a second.
Sid's been thinking about getting dentures for a while. Well, picture this. Aspen Dental is offering $500 off premium dental.
CR 4230, State of Texas versus Darien De La Rosa. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're here for Darien De La Rosa.
All right. You entered a plea on June life to the offense of robbery. According to the plea bargaining agreement, state is recommending deferred adjudication. They're taking 2 cases into consideration. You had a referral to felony drug court, and the court wanted a referral to a felony drug court and wanted a TAP evaluation done for this case. Have both parties had a chance to review the evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objections to the TAP evaluation?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Well, it states here, probation felony drug court will accept her, correct?
That is
All right. Do you want to go to felony drug court?
yes.
Do you have a place to stay?
Yes.
Who are you staying with?
My grandmother.
Who else stays with your grandmother besides you?
My sister.
And where's your mom?
She's out of the family. CPS.
Oh, CPS. Okay. And do you have any children?
No.
All right. That's a good thing. You got to figure out who you are. You're only 18.
I don't plan on having kids anyway.
People say that, but all right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to a $500 fine that will be probated. Take in consideration county court cause number 696-426, 696-428. I'm going to refer her to felony drug court and probation until she's accepted in felony drug court, because we got to keep an eye on her. If you all can do the field visits once every 2 weeks. Thank you. All right, so you're going to remain in custody until you're transferred to felony drug court. Since we're doing this today, they'll probably have you transferred to them this week.
Okay. My client's been in custody since February 22nd.
Okay. I understand, but it's for your own good. You're dressed in red. I know sometimes people are in red because gang members, sometimes they're in red because of their age. Why are you in red?
Because I worked out of my car.
See, we have rule problems here. So I know that you've been in custody since February, according to your attorney. I know this seems like a long time. You want things done now. Wanting things now is what got you in this situation in the first place. You understand? All right. So she's to remain in custody until transferred to felony drug court. $150 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
The 11th,
Why didn't you graduate?
because I was being moved around a lot.
All right. So it's going to be 150 hours community service restitution. That will be deemed satisfied if she obtains her GED or is in some sort of trade school. What are your plans for the rest of your life? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What are your hopes, your aspirations, your dreams?
A paramedic.
All right. So what are you doing to make that happen?
Nothing right now.
All right. So if you want to make a dream happen, you just can't wish it into existence. You've got to make those steps. Okay. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The UA hotline until further notice. Field visits 1 time per month. And have you talked to your grandmother? Do you know if she wants you there?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I'm positive that she will want me there.
Have you asked?
No.
People just make assumptions, you know. Sometimes grandparents will take you in because you're the grandchild, but you still need to ask permission. You understand? All right. Probation, if you can verify her address with her grandmother. What is your grandmother's name?
Minerva de la Rosa.
Minerva? Okay. And she's to reside there if Miss De La Rosa wants her there, and you are not to leave that location until you have permission. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Proof of employment or full-time enrollment
I think you don't lie to Judge
in
Boyd,
school
y'all. You do not lie to Judge
within
Boyd.
45 days of release.
This is a no-nonsense judge.
There's to be no employment
No,
as a
no.
home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else you need? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, sir.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Caroline, for some reason, here are the steps. Just one moment. Let me make sure. All right, that will be all. Good luck to you. Do better, okay?
Thank
you. All right, you informed the court that you're going to be living with your mother. Now I'm being told the answer to that is no. Why is that? And I don't have this on the record. So, because your attorney's not here, so where are you going to be staying? Sorry? All right, so did you not call your mom and ask her for permission? Did you not call her and ask for permission? All right, so here's the thing. And honesty is always the best policy. Do you understand?
Yes.
Right. So you're on probation. If you're not going to be honest, probation is not going to go well for you. And then what will end up happening, because this is a deferred case, and you're looking at 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Woo!
So here on out, I don't know what has happened in your life, up until now. Your attorney told me a little bit, but in this courtroom, you have to be honest. Do you understand? And, why are you giving me the side eye? stand up straight, stop tilting your head. This is very serious. I don't know what's been happening in your life. I don't know what happened with the discipline. Obviously, there are some issues because I understand that your mother is not in the picture. So what I'm telling you is you're 18. You're considered an adult. That's why you're in felony court. When somebody is placing you on probation, you need to be honest with them, because guess what? If I were to let this stand that you were to live with your mom, because you told me you were living with your mom, when probation would have gone out for a field visit, your mother would have told them she's not here and she's never been here. And guess what? They would have issued before me a motion to revoke. It would have been in proper order. I would have signed it. A warrant would have been issued for your arrest, and you would have been arrested wherever you were. There are consequences for actions. So now that you're on deferred adjudication out of this court, you must realize everything you do has a consequence. If you don't do your conditions, consequence. And your consequence is potentially going to prison for 20 years. Do you understand?
Damn.
All right, probation. You can put her down for Haven for Hope.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, you guys can't see the fucking thing. I apologize. I apologize. I really do. Give me 1 second. I tell you, Judge Boyd does not fuck around. I mean, like, at all.
But
Skip the song.
felony drug court will probably help her with housing.
And when these are over, I'll drop the link again if somebody wants to come up. If not, I need to get off here. For real. Ended up, looks like I'm not gonna be. I'm waiting on fucking my ride.
Now, is there anything else you were dishonest to the court about?
No.
All right, from here on out, everything you do, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. Is this something that could result in me potentially going to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. And then you say, is this something that maybe I could end up going to prison for 20 years? Then don't do it. You understand? All right, you can have a seat in the box. Are you all ready
The
to
answer
proceed?
is,
Yeah, we are.
if the
Court is
answer is
calling
maybe,
2023 CR 4230, State of Texas versus Darianne Renee De La Rosa. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
oh, she's back
Defense?
again.
Are you Ms. De La Rosa?
Yes, sir.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Darianne Renee De La Rosa who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 4230 for the offense of robbery on July 17, 2023 for a term of 5 years? Is that you? State?
Yes, sir.
Anonymous dude, you gonna come up here, dude? You gonna come up here and actually face for once? You know, since I always came up on your panel, are you gonna come up here and actually face me? That's probably not even a real AD shit.
Questions upon this duly diagnosed residential facility where the defendant refuses to participate with the required program violation.
Miss Dana, see if that's the real him.
Is that true or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of 56, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 56? Court will find it true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is to keep the individual on the probation, defer to deny motion, and alter and then require her to attend safety.
Okay, why is she not going to DDRM? That's my question, because that's what I ordered.
The information that we received from DDR was she did not want to participate.
All right, so you can participate at the prison, but it's not going to be at safety. This is not Burger King. People do not get to have it their way. I ordered DDRF, and you don't want to go there. So what's going to end up happening? You've been here before. The court is going to find you guilty. Now, how much prison time do y'all want to ask for?
Maybe requesting 5 years, Your Honor.
I would ask for two, Judge. She's willing to go to safety. She wants to continue to go forth. We would ask that you reconsider and consider safety. We understand it's going to be 9 months long with aftercare. She's willing to do that.
Okay, this is what the court is due. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of 56 true. The court will find you guilty. There's to be no contact with Monica Tobias. Court is going to find you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Court will give you credit for any time served. Court will retain jurisdiction. All right, I'm showing you what's entitled, showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right. This is not a plea bargain agreement. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the alleged motion, not the fact that you are on probation. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So, Ms. De La Rosa, when you're sent to certain programs, I'm not just doing it because, hey, let's just do this for no reason whatsoever. There was a reason you were sent to that program. You do not get to write your own programs. If you could write your own program and be successful at it, you wouldn't be in court. You would be successful. All right, good luck to you.
Damn, y'all. Did I not tell you fucking the state only asked for 5 years and the judge said, I'm gonna give her 8. I wanna make sure she really learns. So she won't ever do this again. That is a judge I don't think none of us anybody would ever want to be in front of. This is an ad playing right now. I'm gonna drop the link again. I don't know who this is, but I can tell you this. You know, what Dana does and who she talks to, unless it concerns somebody that is actively doing stuff to harm me, is none of my business. So, and I don't know that to be true. Come in with some proof, why don't you, or something. I don't know. I don't support somebody that I'm not subscribed to and I don't even talk to and have never really talked to, besides briefly on one panel from long, long ago when I didn't even know who the fuck they were. I know this though, I'm not worried about anything as much. Like I mean, I am still concerned, but I'm feeling a little bit better, at least currently. That could change. I hope not. But yeah, I don't think. I think we're going to end up taking a little trip of our own. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I'm getting an upgraded I'm going to be getting a new camera this Friday when we get paid. I get paid Friday, and as well my granddad, and we got to go shopping for some stuff for the house. So we're going to be getting a new camera. there's anything wrong with my current. We're just getting another camera because, well, I don't want to go into the reason why, but we had something else and I haven't had it for a while. Oh, look at that, man. Look at this little guy. Hold on. He's way out there. Oh, he was cute laying down the way he was. He was cute just the way he was. We're still waiting. I know. You're ready to go just like I am. I thought we were going to leave earlier, but what ended up happening was somebody needed something, and what we're doing is like fucking, a big like we don't have a time or appointment or anything, so went ahead because my head's the same way I am. Well, what do you know? We got some guy back here that's been to my house before, in the back chat. I don't know why you're here, but you do not come around here. I don't associate with talk to you, dude. You had no business ever coming to my house, and don't you ever come back to my house again. And yeah, I got a picture of you. So showing your ugly mug in the back chat. Thank you for showing that you still are trying to initiate contact. And these motherfuckers, you cannot say I'm engaging when you're the one trying to initiate the contact. I wasn't even talking about you. Yeah, what about the fact about Sly was able to contact said person and find out if they shouted me out or not? And they said they didn't. What about
Yes,
that?
but not sworn in yet. So, Mr. Parker, you are aware that you have a right to a jury trial.
So,
Do you wish to continue to proceed with the jury trial, or do you wish to enter a plea? And have you had an opportunity to discuss entering?
So if Sly talks to her and is friendly, does that mean Sly's a supporter of her?
Voluntarily. All right, counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. You received all the discovery and reviewed it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Parker, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with felony possession of a firearm? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Parker, has anyone threatened or coerced you or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than a plea bargain agreement? Which there is no plea bargain agreement. You understand that? You are pleading open to the court. Do you understand that? So do you understand that the court will make a decision on whether or not to grant your application and also whether or not to send you to prison? Do you understand that? And knowing that, do you still wish to proceed? Outside your agreement or the request, because there is no agreement, the request from the state is that your supervision be for a term of 2 years, there'll be a top evaluation of 200 hours of community service restitution. Again, did you understand that this is a plea that's open to the court? Those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to consider those recommendations. Did you understand? Then to the offense charge, how do you, yes? Okay.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Again, we were going to probate the fine.
All right. But again, you understand that those are recommendations from the state, but you are pleading open to the court, so the court does not have to follow or consider any of those recommendations. Do you understand? All right, again, the defendant has only involuntarily waived his right to jury trial. Then to the offenses charged, the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
Yeah, state offers states to the one all attachments.
Your Honor, opportunity to go over that in its entirety. No objections. It's 2 minutes.
Court will find the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consent to stipulation of testimony stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. Again, states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence. With regards to his application for deferred adjudication, the court will hear argument. State.
Your Honor, we're recommending deferred adjudication. Due to the nature of the case, it is one where we felt that it was appropriate.
Defense.
If I may, Your Honor, I got to know Mr. Parker through this period getting ready for trial. He is a convicted felon. He pled during the pandemic year when he was in custody for a 1244 and understands that he's not supposed to be around weapons or anything like that. When we chose to go forward, he heard that you took off the plea deadline. And so we understand that we are pleading open to the court. In getting to know Mr. Parker, his outward demeanor is very quiet and stoic, but once I got to know him, he's intelligent, he's caring, and he's a hard worker. He has 7 children. We got a good chance to talk last night. He went and talked to his family, and he understands that deferred adjudication isn't an option to go into a jury. It's either guilty or not guilty. And he weighed all his options. That's why he's coming today asking me or asking the court to possibly consider deferred adjudication. I believe this is a changing point in his life. I know the state recommended to waive the fine, which helps my client tremendously. But I believe he will be successful on your deferred adjudication. He's seeing the justice system work in a different way, seeing the jury and coming this far. I know he's asking for a chance at deferred adjudication. I'm asking that you follow the state's quasi recommendation and please grant him deferred adjudication.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
No.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Brian Parker.
All right. Are you employed?
If you see Miss Boyd turn towards the computer and be like, well, all right, this, or she says, this is the thing. Is OB.
Not right now, man.
So how are you supporting 7 children?
I go to honor and staff.
And she gets very up close and personal. She be asking, like, she finds out, oh, you got 7 children. She's about to be like, how are you supporting them? She don't give no fuck. She gonna ask her questions.
For that, like, frequently, whenever they have a job opening, so I recently was working at True Blue Granite and Stone, but I had to quit because I had to start watching my kids.
Children, kids are baby goats. Kids are baby goats. So you're watching your children.
Right.
How old are your children?
My oldest is 14. I've been taking care of him since he was 2.
But no. I want the ages of all your children.
My biological ones.
All right. How many biological children do you
I
have?
got 6 biological, and I've been taking care of.
What are their ages? The 6.
8, 6, and my boy 5, 4, 3, and 2.
And the other child that you say is not your biological child?
He's 14.
Now, so you have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and 8-year-old. What are their dates of birth?
One is
Well, let's start with the 8-year-old. What's the date of birth?
Her name's Anna. She's December 2nd, 2014.
6-year-old?
Zelaya Harris, December 19th, 2016.
5-year-old?
Anthony, he born October 20th, 2015. You
question with me wasn't that.
I don't know the year that they was born. I can tell y'all their birthday and
Well, they need that. Let me just give you a hint. Moms are tired of being in charge of keeping birth certificates. Moms have to keep the birth certificates. Mom keeps the social security cards. Dads need to start knowing that. So you need to know everybody. So the 4-year-old, what's the date of birth?
he's October the 4th.
3-year-old?
October the 4th. I mean, no, his is February 22nd. And then I got the 2-year-old.
All right.
They 2 years
So
apart.
you have, so that's the same mother?
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
How many mothers are with these children?
I only have two.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. And the 14-year-old, what's the date of birth?
His is February 5th. I don't know. I'm just real father, but I've been there since he was like 2.
Well, see, I hate when people say they're not somebody's real father.
But I'm really,
You're just, or
no, I'm
you're
really,
just somebody passing.
no, I'm his real father, but I'm like, bloodline. But I've been there since day one.
All right, you're gonna have to get a job. You have to support children.
Yes, ma'am.
As I tell everyone, children, you put them at Travis Park and say, you've been created, go forth and live.
Yes, ma'am.
And children need more than love. I know people say, I love my children, I give them. This is not Live House on the Prairie where somebody's working, bringing in the crops. You've got to financially support them. So it takes love, it takes financial support, and all of the children need help with schoolwork. How far did you go in school?
Oh, I got my GED at like 16.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life to better yourself?
Honestly, just see my life as raising my kids, making sure they don't go through what I went through.
Well, I mean, it's more than raising your children because kids are baby goats. So, no, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So,
Yeah, not tell y'all this judge is no nonsense.
I'm trying to figure out where you planning on going with your life, because a minimum wage job, it's going to be.
I tell you, I'll be watching some of these clips and I'll be thinking about myself. Like I'd be like, her questions, like they make like, she's one of the type of people that will get you to look within even your, like, I bet you people be sitting in the audience and don't even have a case, and they'd be sitting there thinking, what am I going to do with this? And, I need to think about this. I mean, she's just like, she's on it. Like, and I figure the reason why she's that way is obviously because she knows if people are coming before her, there's some issues going on. And so she don't just want to wham bam put you on probation, sentence you to prison, thank you ma'am, and go to the next one. She wants to try to make an impact. I mean, she's a fair judge. I mean, she gives everybody at least one chance. Sometimes she might give somebody a second one, but there is no third chances with her. Just 3 isn't, the third chance isn't in her vocabulary. The second chance, most of the times, y'all seen that woman a while ago, that girl, she's facing 20 years and the state recommended 5. She gave her 8 just because when she was sentenced to go to a certain facility, I imagine for substance abuse, whatever, and she didn't, comply with something. And so, and her attorney was asking for an alternative, and she's like, no, this is not Burger King. You don't get it your way.
Difficult, even if the mothers are helping you and you all are pooling your money, a middle-aged job for 7 children is really not a lot. And then if your children decide to go to college, I think everybody here can tell you, depending on what they want to do when they college, every one of these children is at a minimum $100,000. So 7 children, if they all decide to go to college, that's $100,000.
I was trying to start a trade at CI, but I had stopped there too. I was trying to get a trade for HVAC, but I stopped there too. I was just started watching the kids.
Kids are baby goats.
Baby goats.
That's the definition of a kid. It's a baby goat.
Of children.
Yes. All right. Anything else?
Nothing further.
She's a teacher, and the same. And what's funny is I heard that same shit from a teacher of mine. So that's a teacher thing.
All right. When you're tested today, what are the results going to be? And you are going to get drug tested.
Bruh, here you should just be honest as heck. Like, even if you don't know if you might have something or not, you better say, like, could have this, or could have, like.
What else? All right. You're not allowed to use marijuana on probation. You're not allowed to drink alcohol while on probation. Do you understand?
That's wrong.
And marijuana is not something that you should be using, period, with children, because you're trying to set an example for them.
That's wrong.
And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you say, well, I only smoke marijuana outside the household. Guess what? Your clothes smell like marijuana. And then children go to school smelling like marijuana. And then when children go to school smelling like marijuana, guess what? All the other children know what marijuana smells like, and they tease them. Ha ha, your dad used marijuana. Ha ha, your dad doesn't
I never heard that one before, but okay.
have a job. Because children can be cruel. And sometimes people say children are really, really cruel. They just don't have a filter. So they just come at it 100% honesty. And sometimes that's true, but then sometimes children have been raised a certain way and they are cruel. So don't let that be a hindrance from your children, something that you've been doing that's impacting their life in a negative way. You understand?
Yes,
All right. There's a $1,500 fine. And who's taking care of the 7 children right now?
Their mothers. Like that? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, where are they?
Like today, right now?
Yes, because they're not in the
School.
courtroom.
School.
Well, not the 2-year-old.
The 2-year-old go to daycare.
And the 3-year-old?
He the only one that ain't in school.
So who's taking care of him?
His mama.
All right. It's going to be proof of employment with employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month till further notice. I'm going to want UAs. We're going to test for levels. We're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. Those levels had better start going down. You understand? I want him evaluated for gang supervision. 4 years deferred adjudication. We're going to do a TAP evaluation. If the TAP evaluation comes back with inpatient treatment or intensive outpatient treatment, we're going to start off with patient treatment with probation. I'm going to want 200 hours of community service restitution. Those hours will be waived if you get the COVID vaccination with the booster. The court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to want parenting classes with triple P. Once you complete those parenting classes, the remaining will be waived, but you must complete parenting classes. Do you understand? There should be regular report by Zoom or in person. Probation, if you wish to count the field visits as reporting, you may do that. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Once a week. Is there anything else? All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Now's your time to say, Judge, I really need this. This would really help me.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
Is there any way, I understand you put in a $1,500 fine, any way to hold it in abeyance to get him started on the right?
Oh, I probated it.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
Sure. All right, is there anything else you need from the court? Are you sure? Now's the time to ask. And now you know, even though it's a 1244, you are not allowed to possess any weapons or ammunition because a 1244 conviction under certain circumstances is a felony conviction. You understand? And from here on out, everything that you do, you need to be asking yourself, is this a choice that could potentially result in me going to prison for 10 years? Do you understand? If there's a confusion, maybe it will, maybe it won't, don't do it. If your answer is like, yes, if I get caught, this is what's going to happen, then don't do it. Because otherwise, you have the potential for going to prison for 10 years, in which case your 2-year-old will be 12, potentially by the time you come out. And I think the last thing you would want is for your children to be visiting you at the Bexar County Jail or at some prison. You understand? All right. All right. Probation will go over conditions with you.
Should we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry, I've been in the wrong file. All right, Brian Parker.
A year later.
And this is a motion to revoke.
Yes, Your Honor, and we're going to plead true, but we're pleading open to the court.
All right. Court is calling. Sure. That's okay. Court questions with you.
Damn, here he's got his,
all right,
his hair.
Proper condition.
Look here. He looks a completely different person, man, when he's yellow on.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find condition number 5 true. State, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, state requesting 8 years TDC.
Defense.
Judge, I believe the sentence in the range of 2 to 4 years is appropriate for Mr. Parker. And just brief argument on that issue, Judge.
Yes.
This is the case where Mr. Parker just never got a good start on probation. He was sent, got him probation, almost immediately tested positive for narcotics. Then he just got afraid and never showed back up. He did get arrested for failure to identify. He's pled guilty to that charge and taking responsibility for it. He's standing before the court today, taking responsibility for failures on probation. I believe the sentence between 2 to 4 years is appropriate for Mr. Parker, and we just leave it to the discretion of the court.
All right. So, counsel, I know you were not the previous attorneys on this case, but his plea bargaining agreement was open to the court. So what that meant is that the state wanted him to go to, I gave him deferred adjudication. And I tell everyone in this court, if there's an issue with probation or if there's something you need and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can come to this court. And I think it's safe to say every defendant who passes through this court know that if you have a drug problem, guess what? I am going to do my best to get you all the tools and the help you need to address that drug problem. Other courts may be a little bit different. I don't know. I'm not in there. So for people to come before me and say he tested positive for drugs and then he just didn't show up, that's not a good excuse. All right, so this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. The court will grant the motion. Court is going to find you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you for any time served. Going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Sir? All right. I will note, counsel, did he sign this?
Yes, he did.
All right, because this is not a plea bargaining agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not that you are on deferred adjudication. Good luck to you. All right.
He straight up just was not gonna answer her at all. All right, y'all. Looks like most of my people left anyway, so that's pretty much all I wanted to look at today and talk about. Let Miss Becker come up, say hi. Everybody have a good rest of the day. Peace.